there, this is Ohager. I'm from Signum, and today I'm making a small explainer video explaining you what is the newest hot feature inside the XT Chrome or browser extension wallet from Signum. As you can see, I already opened the nostr.com page. That is like an introductory page explaining what Nostr is, and that is the upcoming, or this is not the upcoming feature, this is the current newest hottest feature inside the XT wallet. This is like, what is Nostr for those who don't know that? That is a decentralized network, social network, or kind of that. It's not even a social network, it's even more. It's a protocol, like a framework for managing or for dispatching events, for example, message events and all the stuff, in a decentralized way. So there is really hot stuff right now. It's that is like censorship or truly censorship resistant and global social network and all that stuff. So this is really a new kid and a hot kid on the block. And this is something that came up to the XT wallet. What is Signum, for those who don't know what Signum is, but probably Nostr? So Signum is just another blockchain, saying like that. It's like a cryptocurrency on one side, but on the other hand, it's even more. It's like, I consider this as a blockchain platform because it can do much more things than only being a cryptocurrency. It's account-based. It's a very old one, by the way. It's like created in 2014 already. Was known in the past as Burstcoin. Nowadays, it's called Signum. There are kind of distinctive features, distinguishing features like mining with HDD, also with hard drives. So there's all the calculations that on the Bitcoin network is done. Every block is just done in one time up front, and you like prepare a hard disk where you store this information, which in effect means that it's kind of a still a proof of work stuff, because you need like physical devices like hard drives, but on the other end you're not consuming that energy for each transaction, because you don't need to recalculate everything just reading this from the hard drive. So this is a very tiny fraction of the energy consumption, like for example truly original gangster proof of work networks. So if you're interested in that, I recommend to go there inside, but it's much more. There's much more power behind that. There is even more than just another shitcoin, saying like that. So I like Signum very much. I'm very involved in that stuff, and even developed, for example, the XT wallet. So what's the XT wallet? Going over, the XT wallet is an extension very similar to MetaMask in its objectives, saying like you can sign or you can manage accounts there, making transactions, and more importantly, interact with decentralized applications. So in that one, so you can see there's for the Chrome Web Store, you can get the Signum XT wallet, or even for Firefox, you have this also available. Remember that this is only for web stuff, it's not for mobile stuff. There are other things needed because of technically totally different things. So going there, as you can see, I already installed that. Because of that, I'm using that heavily, and you see here already something new. The people who are already using XT wallet, but you can see that it's kind of a new address here, which is the public key of Nostr. So what is Nostr, or how is it looks like in action? So I'm just closing all the stuff here. So there's, for example, there's just like Nostr is still in its infancy, so they're still building up new applications every time. There's a very active community on Telegram, on Nostr itself, of course, and Twitter, and all around the world is talking about that. And one of the things that on web is like what I'm using currently is Coracle Social. Which is like the idea of having like a messaging application here. So what I can do is imagine that I have already an account here. Later I will show how this works out. You go over, make a login, and well, let me one moment. Click here. I'm reloading that quickly, making a login. Should log in. Yeah, I don't know what. This is the page and not the button. So you can see the Signum XT wallet popping up. It's asking if Coracle Social is allowed to connect to your wallet. And I have the currently selected account, which is marked like here as a Nostr account. Small, but easy to see, and I allow this to connect. So it's just like doing some things going on here, just a moment while getting things set up and all the stuff. Waiting a little bit, like takes a second or two, whatever. Let's wait. So here we are, and start loading more things, and going over here, for example, for messages. There's something I already doing here. This is test account from myself. You can see, oh, it's asking for more stuff here. You see that it's confirming more events. And this is something that's different, for example, for transactions with cryptocurrencies. These ones are asking for a lot of signing off events. So that's the way where you see, okay, I want to make automatic confirmation in 5 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day at this moment. If people wants to have more, just open a feature request. I'm going for 1 hour right now. I'm saying you can inspect all the payload to sign. For example, it's like here an event name with what's going on, some things more from the protocol. You can see the raw data, what it's going to ask for. So I'm blindly confirm what I'm doing here. And in the moment, so you see that these are messaging, peer-to-peer messaging is like encrypted messaging. I can type something, you see typing something here right now, oops. And as you see, it's not popping up anymore, the confirmed dialog, because I just can't start working on. Going to the feeds, let me see, it's loading the feeds from all over. Going over, let me like that. So I just like that, there's no pop-up anymore, so it's a very seamless experience here, as you can see. So what else can say right now at relays? I want to go into that details. You have to read a little bit about how relays works. These are actually, like communication points where you connect to, and then you're making, building up a kind of a web or a network. Messages, I told here, this like that one Signum enthusiast. Okay, cool. You see, they're just like some communication I already done with somebody from the community here, talking about certain things and showing you that. So he's much more involved to that guy. Okay, that's how this works actually. Okay, nice. Okay, now to the next section here right now is how does this all work. So let's go to the Signum wallet, to the XT wallet, and I will now maximize the entire view that we can see this better. If we go in the first moment to the settings, so you can see first things here, it's like Nostr relays and Nostr account. For those who are already using the Signum wallet see that this is something new. So going to the Nostr account, you can see that the currently selected account is actually a Nostr account. And I can show the public key. You can see the QR code. The QR code can be used by mobile wallets. I already tested that. I'm using Android Amethyst. There is the iOS Damis app, Damis, I don't know. And here is your private key. You should not reveal. So if I click right now here inside, it's empty because I need to use the password to reveal that. I won't do this here because that is my account. But you can imagine if I put the password, this is the master password of the wallet, putting here inside, then I get access to the private key, which then I can use to import my accounts, for example, to other clients to do something. So public key usually you use a little bit more often. And you need like to share this to other people. As you can see, I can even encode this in 2 different ways. It's the same. The one is this npub, or this it's called BAC32 to be honest, or batch 32 and encryption. But you can switch over that because inside the Nostr community they're using that this way. Going back here, I can see Nostr relays. I just added 1 Nostr relay at this moment. You can see. If I put in a relay here, you can see a bit read and write permissions. That's by the protocol. You can see that it's connected, so the relay is reachable. There's like read permission activated, and there's the write permission activated. You can add these relays here. Some of the clients pull them. I already figured out that, for example, Coracle is not pulling the data of this relay list to that. So relays is something like a subscribed server in Discord or like a Reddit channel or something that way, so that you always get you're always connected to the parts where you're usually moving around and posting things. There's something else, that's something then I mentioned, it's worth mentioning, is like revoking Nostr auto-signing. So remember that I clicked a few moments ago the way that he should remember, that it should remember 1 hour for signing stuff. I can remove this even immediately, can say, okay, I don't want to have this auto-signing anymore, so I'm revoking that. And when I'm going back, for example, to want to write a notification, let me see, the message is going to the test account. You can see it's already asking me. I let it to never right now, don't confirm never, and doing something here, writing, and he's popping up and say like, okay, here's an encrypted direct message you're going to send. So do you want to do so? So I'm going back and say, okay, just 1 hour again, and I'm confirming that, and then it's coming up. Okay, how do I create a Nostr account or get my Nostr keys? That's pretty straightforward, to be honest. So you just like go here and going into either create account or import account. So just let we do both things here to have an idea how that works. So we're going over and saying like, okay, I'm just creating a new account. I'm getting my recovery phrase. I will show this here in that case. Of course, you should never ever reveal that one. You know, people from the crypto scene knows that. Right now, I just need to put this into kind of a backup here because I will just need it in a moment. Then I just need to checkbox that I want to import that account also as Nostr account, and I confirm that I made a recovery phrase backup. So I'm creating that account. Actually, I don't need this anymore. You see now I have a public key created here, and I have now a Signum account. I can go even activating that account if I want to. Now in that moment we don't want to do that. You see there's a kind of nice icon. And so if I go right now to the Nostr account, then I can see, for example, my public key and that according these things. And you can see right now, just to prove that, it doesn't matter because I won't use that. You see that now the blurred QR code is being revealed and I have my NSEC key here. So far, so good. That's the way I create an account. If I already have a Signum account, and probably I have it already added here, so let's imagine that I have that already added and it's not the Nostr account. So that's for the people who are coming from the Signum world. So I'm going over here just like saying removing my account, which I'm just having here. And I'm removing that. Oops. As I said, I'm removing that. So it's being removed right now, and now I go the way with import account because I know that I have my 12 words passphrase. Going over here, clicking that again. I'm not sure if you remember that this was the account I just deleted, this HUGQ. Also, I click again that import is a Nostr account, importing that, and fine we are. So that's my account. It's the same public key here like it was before. So that's very, very easy, straightforward for people who have already the Signum account, or the passphrase, or they want to create a Nostr account on top of a new passphrase, whatever you want. Works both ways. Okay, what is if I right now have the private key on Nostr, but I haven't any, and I want to continue to use it, of course, because it makes no sense just like you can only use it if you have a Signum account. No, we can do the inverted process and say like, okay, no problem. So I'm going to import account. You can see you can use your Signum recovery phrase, and you can your Nostr private key. That in the middle is just a watching account. You just need the Signum address. There's no way using this somehow with Nostr. So if you go to Nostr private key and say, okay, I can import my private key. So he wants to have some NSEC stuff here inside. So the security key, and then it generates some address. So going over there, for example, I'm going over to a debugging tool here right now. I'm generating some keys. And I can either put the hexadecimal variant or this representation, this an NSEC representation. So I'm going over here, adding that, and you see, and it's generating an account for me. So that will be my Signum address. So I have already, and this one, it's like if you have a Nostr account but no Signum account, you can use your Nostr private key to create a matching Signum account. So I'm importing that. You can see that right now I have a Signum account. Of course, this is a new one, has no transactions at all, and having that. So if you want to see, I can just activate it just for fun to see what's going on. So in a few seconds, you can see there's a transfer coming in because my account is being activated right now. It's being confirmed. I can even see that in the Explorer. You see that it's really on blockchain. So chain segments, ordinary payment, it's coming in. I'm getting some small signal here amount going back into that wallet. You see that it's coming. So that's now my activated account here. And I can use the private key in other wallets to import that. So if we go, for example, going into the Phoenix wallet. So like going that from here, I can go like into the manage account stuff and say like, hey, does this work importing my my account from that part? You can go my recovery phrase, and remember that we were on that one. I can go to the settings, Nostr account. Yeah, that is one. And so I'm just picking up that private key here and slap this here inside into the recovery phrase going over. It's completely different. Oh yeah, it's different because, oh, I cannot use that representation. That's a very important fact. Oh, good that I mentioned that. So what I need is like, I need to use the hexadecimal representation, as the protocol for Nostr requires you have always priority for the hexadecimal keys, and that's the same case here. So I cannot use the NSEC. I have to use this one, and you see that this is my GLI D8 and Z account. So going over here, making some things here, putting that inside, and you can see that these are the transactions that are coming in. Say it's not protected yet, but will be protected in a second. This is just additional mechanism from our side, you see, but this is exactly the same account that you are seeing here in this, what is it? You can see this, what is it? Here, GLI, D8, and Z. Yeah, that's actually all I wanted to show you. That's the way how you can work with the XT wallet in Nostr. Remember that you go back here and you can like messaging to people and posting things. That's kind of messages, a feed. You can post something. Let me see. Create what you want to say. Hey, and that was funny. So it's like always starting explainer video, and I'm sending that. Just recorded an explainer video, and okay, and I posted there like publishing to the relays that you can see over there. I don't know, people don't care. This is shit message, to be honest. So sorry guys bothering you and posting that shit message, but that's the way. So yeah, that's everything I wanted to talk about the XT at this moment. In one of the next videos, I will explain how to make your verification using the Signum network. There's something that's upcoming. It's called NIP5. This is the verification standard of the Nostr protocol. That you have verified accounts, and I can show you how easy it is to use this in a decentralized way on Signum. That's it for my side. I hope you enjoyed the video, and so see you next time.